on the beautiful campus of Rochester Christian University and inside of Garth Pleasant Arena. This is Warriors Volleyball on the Rochester Christian Sports Network. Stephen MacDonald here saying hello everyone and welcome to our broadcast as the Rochester Christian Warriors host the Great Lakes Christian Crusaders. This is the third and final match of our Friday night tri-match between the Warriors, the Crusaders, and the Aquinas Saints, who we saw earlier this evening. Warriors come in led by Shante Hudgens, who as of earlier tonight now up to 107 kills on the season, the only Warrior in triple digits. However, Haley Mancona can join her with 7 kills here to conclude the night. It would be the second time in her career that she would hit 100 or more kills in a season. And on the other side for the Crusaders, they're led by number 9 in blue, Cheyenne Little. Came into the evening 68 kills on the season, that's first, averaging 3.24 kills per set, again entering play here tonight. Also leads the team in assists as well. Final matchup of our Friday night tri-match between the Warriors, Crusaders, and Saints. Warm-ups just about wrapped up. We'll step aside with the opening serve next. Crusaders get us going on the opening serve. That came from Grace Smith. Great Lakes Christian opens the scoring. Smith on the serve again, puts some air under this one. Warriors able to get under it as Swanson moves it across. And then tapping it over. To serve for the Warriors. Under it goes Hannah Rodis. Rodis played well last time we were here against Concordia. In fact, for Rodis, season high 21 assists against Concordia. Also had 10 against Michigan Dearborn a couple of nights ago. Aisha Gray on the serve. Send it over in the direction of Swanson. Have to get it over, they do. Warriors trying to corral this and unable to do so. Rodis under it for Mack. Courtney Mack had 4 kills in the match against Aquinas earlier. Rochester Christian was led in that one by Shante Hudgens, who had 5 kills. Also a couple blocks as well for Shante Hudgens. Audrey Soares on the serve. Soares with the ace. Her game has been in the block department this season. Comes into this one with 18 blocks on the year. Kept alive well by Aisha Gray, and the Warriors pay it off. Courtney Mack down the line. Gray somehow just lunging for that ball. Got the left fist to it. Soares will go back to serve. Tried to set it to the front. Didn't get enough on it. Looked like Everett was there in the front for the Warriors, even if it had made its way up and over. And again, just can't get anything on it on the attack. And that'll lead to a timeout called by the Crusaders. They trail early in this one, 8-2. Couple of errors leading to the timeout. We'll take the timeout with them. Warriors by 6 here in set number 1 on the Rochester Christian Sports Network. Back to it, out of the quick timeout called by Great Lakes Christian. Couple errors led to the timeout. Warriors lead at 8-2. That's stuffed right along that right side for the Warriors. Excellent job by the Warriors getting to that right side pin that time. Looked like Swanson was in on that. And that's blasted to the floor. There is Cheyenne Little. Mentioned her in the open to our broadcast. Comes in leading the team in kills and assists. adds to her total there. It's 9-4. And make it 9-5. Warriors unable to do anything with that ball. Hawkinson on the serve. Everett tried to rip that one across. Here's Swanson with a blast. Able to get under it with Little. Rodis wants to set up the swing again, has that rejected. One more time, this one goes to Swanson, and that's long. Warriors jumped out 8-2. A mini run being put on here by the Crusaders. Tried to go cross court this time, couldn't keep it within the lines. Hawkinson to serve again. Swanson will head out. In comes Kiefer and Emily Carroll. Kiefer missed the match against Concordia, where we went all 5. Sets it up here for Courtney Mack. Tapped up and over by Everett. On the attack, it's down for Little. And going back to that match against Concordia last week, that was a big matchup for the Warriors, going those 5 sets, and actually had the lead in the 5th set, as here's Everett almost to the floor, because the Warriors in that matchup were without Geisenhaver, Kiefer, and Mancona. Now that's 3 big pieces to their offense. As the Warriors pick up another, it's 11-8. But because of the play of others in the lineup that day, like Hannah Rodis, who, as mentioned earlier, had those season-high 21 assists, just kept with it all afternoon, and again, had the lead in that 5th set, just couldn't finish it off in the end, as here's Carroll. Cross court into the back row, ranging back and over is Emma Hawkinson. Kiefer wants to set it up. Down the line for Aisha Gray. And here, possibly tonight, maybe the most recent example of a player being inserted into the lineup and making an immediate impact. Aisha Gray, 21 in white. Carroll on the attack, caught the netting, but it finds its way down. Alana Gray to serve. Out there with Aisha as well. (14-9). Picked out well by Allison Scott. Didn't really have to move for it. So it's Alana Gray, Aisha Gray, Allison Scott, Mackenzie Kiefer, and looks like Soares and Carroll. And that'll be another ace for Alana Gray. Suarez, my goodness! The ball just snuck back over the net, and she pounds it to the floor. (17-9). Gray will stick with the serve. This time serves it long. Haley Yop on the serve, number 1 for the Crusaders. Gets under it here. Sets it up at the front for Hawkinson. Kiefer. Left side on the attack. Now Little. Kiefer wants to come this way for Carroll, who puts it down. Third kill for Emily Carroll. That leads the match. On the other side, Cheyenne Little has 2. Kiefer already with 5 assists. Hannah Rodis will serve. Looks like the officials had to call time, fix that left antenna. 18-10 off the kill by Carroll. Under it goes Gray. That's Alana Gray. Both Alana Gray and Aisha Gray still out there for the Warriors. Suarez as well still on the floor for Rochester Christian as this ball goes spiraling well out of play. Ace for Madeline Lancer. Rodis tapped over by Suarez, took a lot off it from her last kill, which she let fly. Here's Gray. Attack error by Aisha Gray. Rodis controls it for Swanson. To the back in the direction of Karpovich. Rodis wants to set up Gray into the net. Great Lakes Christian sticking around here in the first set, trying to claw their way back. Remember at the start, the Warriors led it 8-2 as this serve goes wide. So we saw Alana Gray on the serve just a couple minutes ago. Now it's Aisha Gray. Sends it right at Haley Yop. Aisha almost cut off Alana that time getting to that ball. Warriors will take the point either way. Kill goes to Alyssa Swanson. First kill for Swanson tonight. Here she is again, goes cross court and just offline. Didn't miss by much along that far side. Warriors as a team have 9 kills already in this one, just 3 kills on the other side for Great Lakes Christian. Suarez tries to put a charge into it again, but this time goes into the netting. Attack error by Suarez. That's the 8th error by the Warriors. They've been aggressive here in the first set. They lead it by 4. And that does catch inside the line. Kill for Courtney Mack. Number 3 for Mack ties her with Emily Carroll with the team high. Kiefer with 5 assists, Rodis with 4. Attack error goes against Hawkinson. Suarez to serve. Warriors needing just a couple more to finish out this first set. Under it goes Rodis, left side for Mack. It's down! Kill number 4 for Courtney Mack. That already ties her production from earlier today in the game against Aquinas. (24-16). Warriors needing just 1. To serve is Suarez. Does have an ace already in this one. Rodis wants to go back left side for Mack. Coming all the way over as Yop held it in. Rodis going to try one more time looking for Everett, and that's stuffed. Block goes to Hawkinson and Little. And the excellent effort by Yop to save that first ball, but unable to save this one. 25-17 is your final in the first set. Warriors go up 1-0 on the match. We'll step aside, come back with set number 2 and some stats from that first set from Garth Pleasant Arena on your home for Warriors volleyball. Warriors take the opening set 25-17 over Great Lakes Christian. Courtney Mack finished the opening set with 4 kills. That ties her output from earlier today, had 4 in their match to begin the evening. Emily Carroll had 3, and Alyssa Swanson just behind them with 2. Soares Everett and Aisha Gray had the other kills for Rochester Christian. On the other side, it was Cheyenne Little that had 2 kills to lead the Crusaders. Also taking a look at the Warriors from that first set win, Hannah Rodis, 6 assists to lead the Warriors. Mackenzie Kiefer with 5, now up to 539 career assists for Mackenzie Kiefer. Comes into this matchup, does Mackenzie Kiefer at 3.76 assists per set for the season. That's currently a career high for her in that category. Rodis to serve to begin the second set. Not how she'd like to start things out. Send the serve over to Reagan Lab. Sophomore from Lake Odessa, Michigan. Same hometown as the Warriors, Olivia Everett. First time tonight we see Shante Hudgens. Has led the team as this ball comes spiraling all the way over by us towards the top of the stands inside of Garth Pleasant Arena. As I was saying, Hudgens over the last 6 matches, including earlier tonight for the Warriors, has led the team in kills in 3 of those 6. On the serve is Roraf. Again, first time we see Roraf tonight, as well as Mancona. Head coach Juliana Nash going with a bit of a different look to the lineup. Back in the first set, saw players like Scott and Aisha Gray that we don't typically see on a match in and match out basis. Shante Hudgens with a rocket off the right hand. She'll try it again, and this is blocked. But after seeing some of those changes to the lineup in the first set, Coach Nash going with probably a more traditional look to the lineup here in the second set. Players like Hudgens and Mancona back in. Soares and Rodis stay out there along with Alana Gray. Quick work for Hudgens. She checks out. Serving is Alana Gray. That's sent back. Soares and Everett team up for it. Here's Everett on the attack. Going for Little. Give the kill to Mancona. First for her. And now needs just 6 more here tonight to get up over, or to get to 100, I should say. And she'll inch 1 more closer. Back-to-back kills for Mancona. Makes it 5-3 Warriors. Gray still doing the serving. Hawkinson gets it over. Rodis wants to set it up in the middle for Everett, who gets it along the back row. Gray looking to keep it going on the serve. Ranging over for it was Grace Smith. Rodis this time wants Mancona. Everett with the follow-up. That initial attack by Mancona was rejected. It snuck back over the net, and right there to clean it up was Olivia Everett. Everett came into this one 53 kills on the year, had 14 of those against Concordia last week. Eight 3 Warriors. Back in the first set, they started out 8-2. Make it 8-4 as that serve goes just a touch long. But a solid run on the serve by Alana Gray. But it ends with a service error. She gets under it here, sends it to the front for Rodis. Soares checks out, as does Rodis. Emma Hawk will come in and do the serving. And that's another player for the Warriors and Coach Nash that we did not see in the opening set in Emma Hawk. And we've seen almost none of Shante Hudgens so far, only for about a minute or two earlier on in this second set. Karpovic on the serve, the freshman out of Brazil. Gray sets it back for Mancona. Mancona already a couple kills in this one, had just one earlier today. Kill by Olivia Everett. That's number 3 for Everett. Ties her with Carroll. Courtney Mack still has a team high 4. Popping it up was Lancer. They are able to get it over. On the attack goes Cheyenne Little. Kill for Little. Number 3 for Cheyenne Little. Also 3 errors so far in this one. Is the only Crusader actually with more than 1 kill. The others coming from Karpovic and Lancer. Give Aisha Gray a kill of her own. Everett on the serve, and there's an ace for Olivia Everett. Let's see what Everett can do on this serve. Played by Yop, goes right to the net. They'll say attack error on Swanson, 12-7 Warriors. Punched over by Swanson there. That was tapped by Shante Hudgens. They'll say a block for Hudgens, also teamed up with Alyssa Swanson there. Not one of her more emphatic blocks for Hudgens, but counts all the same. Rodis on the serve, goes right at her opposite number 1, Haley Yop. Yop, a freshman from Detroit, Michigan. Shante Hudgens on the attack. Just didn't get a clean attack on that one. Put it right off the netting. Rodis wants Hudgens. Looks like Aisha Gray and Allison Scott will check out. Roraf will serve. That was deflected by Hudgens, but it finds its way to the floor, 14-9. Give the kill to Karpovich. That's number 2 for Karpovich. Rodis for Hudgens. Had to kind of reach back behind her head to go get that ball, and that's finished off by Cheyenne Little. Emma Hawkinson on the serve. Roraf kind of cut in front of the path of Alana Gray there. Set by Smith. Pushed over by Little. Rodis wants Suarez. Does it catch that corner? No, just a little bit off. And just like the middle stages of the first set, Great Lakes Christian kind of hanging around here in set 2. Smith sets it back, and that's down for Cheyenne Little. 14-12, and there it is, the timeout by Juliana Nash. The Warriors call time up 2, but the Crusaders on the move will take time with them from Garth Pleasant Arena on the Rochester Christian Sports Network. The run by Great Lakes Christian reads like this: a kill by Karpovich, a kill by Little, an attack error charge to Suarez, and a kill by Little sends us to the timeout called by the Warriors. They still lead it here in set 2 by 2 after they took the opening set 25-17. Out of the timeout to serve is Hawkinson still. Rodis wants Mancona. Over the netting and down by Little. Another kill for Cheyenne Little. That makes 6 for Little. Here's Mancona again with a rocket, and not much the Crusaders can do with that. Hudgens again quickly makes her way back to the bench. Warriors electing to use much more depth off their bench than we're accustomed to seeing. Everett followed up and does get it to the floor. Tried once, didn't work, tried again, and the second time was right. 16-13. For Everett, that's number 4, ties her with Courtney Mack with 4. And one more time for Cheyenne Little. That'll be number 7 for her. Crusaders will let this one go out along the far side. They get to within 1, 16-15. And still on the serve is Little. Everett finds an opening and takes advantage. Just pumped that ball in. Gets the kill. That'll be number 5 for her. Takes over the team lead from Courtney Mack. Warriors tack on, push their lead back out to 3. And mentioned a moment ago the depth that we've seen from the Warriors so far in this one. They've sent 14 different players into the match as this ball goes into the netting. And on the other side for the Crusaders, they've used just 8 players in total. Hawk sets up Swanson, too strong. No, they say that was in. It was deflected on its way through. Tough to tell there from our vantage point as the official right in front of us kind of blocked that view. Kill goes to Swanson. Mancona on the serve. There's an ace for Haley Mancona. Mancona 3 kills, an assist, and now an ace to her stat line. With those 3 kills, does need just 4 more as she sets back to serve again. Needs just 4 more to hit the century mark for the season. And again, if you're just joining us here, that would put her at or over 100 for the second time in her career. Had 350 in her freshman season a couple of years back. Warriors lead by 5. Rodis wants Gray, that's Aisha Gray. Punched over, Mancona ranges back to her right. Here's Aisha Gray again, but plays it into the netting. They'll send Mancona to the bench. Back in comes Scott. Yop to serve. Alana Gray and Aisha Gray were lined up right next to each other. They team up on it here. Swanson got it for the kill. Now they'll swap Alana Gray for Shante Hudgens. Again, we've seen Hudgens in spurts here in this matchup so far. Hudgens came into play tonight, 107 kills. That's first on the team, also 57 blocks. That's good for first as well. Has led the team in kills in back-to-back matches against Michigan Dearborn and Aquinas. 24-17. Warriors look to go up 2-0 on the match. Third and final match of the evening in this tri-match between Rochester Christian, Great Lakes Christian, and Aquinas. And there it is. Olivia Everett finishes us off with the ace, 25-17 for the second consecutive set. And we go to the third with the Warriors up 2-0. It's been a pretty balanced attack so far for the Warriors against Great Lakes Christian. Mentioned back in the second set, they've entered 14 different players into the match. Of those 14, 8 of them have registered a kill, led by Olivia Everett with 5. Her second ace of the match ended the second set. 25-17, your final in each of the first 2 sets in this one between the Warriors and the Crusaders. Everett has those 5 kills. Courtney Mack and Alyssa Swanson each have 4. And then it's Carol, Mancona, and Aisha Gray all with 3 to pace the Warriors. Hannah Rodis has 10 assists. Emma Hawk has 4. And Mackenzie Kiefer has 5. On the other side for Great Lakes Christian, it's been Cheyenne Little trying to keep her team in this one. 7 kills, 3 assists, and 11 digs. We mentioned it in the open to our broadcast. Does a little bit of everything as she came in leading the team in kills and assists and was second on the team in digs and also led in blocks as well. So the Crusaders go as she does. But so far, Warriors lead 2-0. And even in the limited action that we've seen of Shante Hudgens here tonight against the Crusaders, she's out there on the floor to begin the third set, but in the limited action we've seen from her so far, does have 2 kills, a dig, and a block. So even in limited action, still making the most of her time on the floor as she cracks a bit of a smile there, awaiting the start of our third set. Warriors with that revolving door rotation here in this one will have Hudgens, Carroll, looks like Roraff, Gray, Mancona, and Carroll to begin our third set. Hudgens, too strong. And that's an attack that typically she has more dialed in, but again, hasn't seen a whole lot of playing time here in this one. Mancona gets under it for Kiefer, who sets it for Roraf. Ranging all the way back for it goes Karpovich. And there will be no return. Roraf will sit. In comes Courtney Mack. And there she is, Shante Hudgens, making it look easy. Barely had to get up for that one. Karpovich tried to send it across. Shante Hudgens with the denial. Kiefer wants Carroll and has that returned right back in her face. And for the first time tonight, as Hudgens puts a charge into it. Third kill for Shante Hudgens. And she'll actually go back to serve here. And how about this, an ace for Shante Hudgens. Don't typically see her on the serve. And she comes in and gets her team an ace. She'll line it up again, this time no dice into the net. And what I was trying to get to a moment ago before the kill by Shante Hudgens, first time tonight we get a look at Ashley Horn. She'll line up to the left of Alana Gray. 4-3 Warriors. Karpovich sends it in the direction as Kiefer dumps it over. Kiefer and Carroll will sit. Hawk comes in and will serve. Looks like Soares comes in as well, kind of directing traffic in front of the net. Going all the way over goes Smith, and that does hit inside the line, going cross court with it. Cheyenne Little, that's number 8 in the kill department. She'll serve. Left side for Swanson. Line drive right at Haley Yop. Courtney Mack gives it a try. Hawk turning, playing it, was Horn. Diving play by Emma Hawk kept it in air. Now sprawling out for it goes Horn. Attack error against Courtney Mack levels us at 5. Again, the Warriors taking each of the first 2 sets 25-17. Little serves. Hawk goes left side for Swanson. Akach Dang George played it over. Warriors get the lead back by 1. Horn and Mack will sit. Rorath will head back to serve. Karpovich with the kill. For Karpovich, that's number 3. Karpovich will serve. Came into play today prior to the matchup earlier with Aquinas. Had 26 kills on the year, as this is blocked by Soares. She'll head to the bench, and in for her comes Shante Hudgens. Mentioned earlier in the broadcast, Soares came into this one with 18 blocks. With that latest one, gives her 19 in total. First one of the match for Soares. Haley Yop on the serve. Swanson and Alana Gray converged on that ball, coming off of Carly Rorath. Finding some open space goes Reagan Lab. First kill of the match for Lab. Also has 4 digs. Kiefer for Hudgens! Exclamation point! That's number 4 for Hudgens. Also has a pair of blocks in this one. And don't forget the ace on the serve earlier this set. Not a player we typically see on the serve. Mancona on the serve and does kiss that back line. Third ace by Mancona. Into the middle for Little. Under it goes Gray. Warriors by 2 in the third set. Hudgens got a fingertip on that one. Mancona going back for it. Not much she can do with it. Tenth kill by Little. Also has 6 assists and 14 digs. Alana Gray sits. And again on the serve is Hudgens. And it's a good serve at that. This one's blocked by Soares, trying to stick with it. Here's Mack down the line and in. Warriors back up by 3. Hudgens will serve again. Goes almost completely silent inside of Garth Pleasant Arena on that serve by Hudgens. Here's Kiefer going for Carroll. Fourth kill for Carroll. Courtney Mack leads the team with 5, as does Olivia Everett. Carroll, Swanson, and Hudgens all with 4 now. Kiefer popped it up. Under it goes Horn. Left side try by Mack. Kept alive by Hudgens. Turning and playing it over was Horn. Into the back it goes for Hudgens. They'll try one more time on the left side for Courtney Mack. Quick 3-0 run for the Warriors. Couple kills by Courtney Mack and add one more for Emily Carroll. This one's tipped by Kiefer. Good communication that time with Hudgens. Soares stuffed that initial attack. Kiefer gonna push it over, and it works. (15-9), Warriors lead here in the third. That's a timeout called by the Crusaders. We'll take it with them. Warriors lead here in the third. They lead the match 2-0. We'll step aside from Garth Pleasant Arena on your home for Warriors volleyball. Shante Hudgens on the serve out of the timeout called by the Crusaders. Warriors lead here in the third, 15-9. Courtney Mack with a rocket, and that's not coming back. Mack has been a big part of this run. Through the middle it goes to Little, and she puts it down. That's number 11 for Cheyenne Little. On the serve is Hawkinson. Soares, does it stay in? It does! Third kill for Audrey Soares. Also has an ace and a block as well. Mack found some space right in front, just tapped it over. Number 8 for Courtney Mack. Also has 7 digs as well. Soares teams up with Mack for the block. 19-10. Warriors close to finishing this one out. Hawk will serve. Popped up in the direction of Little. Cheyenne Little has put together a full stat sheet here in this one. Soares and Mack twice. Gray tried to play it to the net, played it into the net. Hawk wants to go for Swanson. On the serve is Little again. For Mack. Off the ricochet, kept alive by the Crusaders. Hawk, left side for Mack. That's off a deflection again, not going to get a return on this. Horn and Courtney Mack will sit. Looks like Mancona comes back in for the Warriors. Back to serve is Roraff. Her serve is off the mark. Karpovich on the serve. Diving out for it goes Gray. Ball goes all the way into the Crusaders bench on the right side of your screen. Serving again is Karpovich. Suarez off the tip by Hawk. Hawk just got that right hand up, got a fingertip on it, just popped it up right there, and Suarez came in and cleaned it up. Suarez heads to the bench. 21-15 Warriors. Alana Gray to serve. Run up in the serve by Gray. Go all the way across in the direction of Reagan Lab. Had to turn and try to locate the ball. Kind of crossed her up a bit there. (22-15). Serve is away from Alana Gray. Hudgens tried to rip this ball across. And she got so much power behind it that right at the net, it got deflected and went all the way back off the back line. 23-15. And that's just how much power Shante Hudgens can generate on an attack. We saw it on that last point. Kept alive by Emma Hawk in the back and just a little bit off. They got the score corrected inside the arena as Hudgens to the middle and to the floor. 24-16. Warriors looking to cap this one off. Swanson and Hawk will check out. Kiefer and Carroll will check in. Kiefer will serve, looking to slam the door. Get it up and over, but out. And that will do it. The Warriors win the match 3-0. They take the third set 25-16. They go in order 25-17, 25-17, and 25-16. Some final stats in this one before we sign off for the night. Warriors had 12 kills in the first, 14 in each of the last two. And again, a ton of players seeing time in the match. Over 14 players entered our match here against the Crusaders in a Warriors uniform, led by Courtney Mack with 9 kills and 7 digs. Shante Hudgens, in somewhat limited playing time in this one, still finished with 6 kills, 3 digs, 2 blocks, an assist, and an ace to her credit. On the other side for the Crusaders, they were led by Cheyenne Little with 12 kills, 6 assists, an ace, 16 digs, and 1 block. Again, a do-it-all kind of player for the Crusaders in blue. But on this night, the Warriors snap a 6-game skid and pick up their 3rd win on their home floor this season, knocking off the Great Lakes Christian Crusaders by a final of 3-0.